In the world of bees, there is one name spoken with both awe and fear. Born not from nature, but from human ambition, they carry beauty of honey making and the fury of an army. They are small enough to fit on your fingertip, yet powerful enough to send you running for your life. They have crossed jungles, deserts, and cities, spreading like a living storm. They don't forgive, they don't retreat, they don't forget. These are the Africanized honeybees. The world calls them killer bees. And once they rise, the only thing louder than their wings is the silence that follows. I'm going to give you 12 very interesting things that you need to know about these mysterious killer bees. Number 1. Born from a human mistake, a scientific dream gone wrong. In the 1950s, a Brazilian scientist named Warwick Kerr wanted to create the perfect bee, one that could produce more honey in the tropical heat. He crossed European honeybees with a species from Africa known for their heat resistance and productivity. But in 1957, fate slipped through the cracks. A few experimental queens escaped the research facility. What began as a hopeful experiment soon became a slow-moving biological storm. Over the next decades, they spread through jungles, deserts, and cities, unstoppable, untamed, and forever changing the balance of nature. Number 2. Not bigger, just more determined. People imagine killer bees as giant monsters. In truth, they are almost identical in size to the European honeybee. The same small golden body, the same delicate wings. But where their European cousins hesitate, Africanized bees surge forward. It's not muscle that makes them dangerous. It is spirit. A spirit that will not yield, that will not forgive intrusion, that will fight to the last breath for the safety of the hive. Number 3. 3 seconds to chaos. A gentle honeybee might take 10 or even 20 seconds to react when you disturb the hive. Killer bees. They can launch a counterattack in as little as 3 seconds. That's not time enough to think, not time enough to retreat. 1 second, silence. The next, the air vibrates with a rising hum, an alarm that pulls the swarm into perfect lethal unity. Number 4. They will hunt you down. Most bees defend their hive only for a short chase, maybe 50 to 100 feet. Killer bees will pursue for a quarter of a mile or more. They don't just want you away from the hive, they want you gone from their world entirely. Once their fury is stirred, distance means nothing. You might think you have escaped until you hear the faint, terrifying hum behind you. Number 5. The call to arms is deafening to them. When one bee stings, she releases a chemical alarm, a pheromone that screams danger to every sister nearby. European bees may send out a few dozen defenders. Africanized bees send hundreds. It's not a skirmish, it is a war party. And they come not as scattered fighters, but as a golden wave that moves with terrifying coordination. Number 7. Masters of survival in harsh lands. These bees can flourish in blistering heat, in dry deserts, in jungles where flowers are few and far between. They endure where gentler bees starve. They are the survivors of the bee world, adaptable, relentless, and always pushing the edges of where life can thrive. That same resilience has made them unstoppable in their march across the Americas. Number 8. The endless expansion of the hive. Africanized bees swarm up to 3 times more often than European bees. Each swarm carries a queen and thousands of workers ready to build a new home anywhere they can. And when they arrive, they don't politely negotiate with the locals. They take over. With brutal efficiency, they remove the old queen, crown their own, and turn the hive into a fortress of their kind. Number 9. Conquerors of other bees. In the wild, they overpower other colonies, forcing out European honeybees, wild bees, and even other Africanized colonies. They move into abandoned spaces and sometimes forcibly replace resident queens. It's nature's version of an empire, except this empire grows not with diplomacy, but with sheer survival instinct. Number 10. The Great March Northward. From their accidental release in Brazil, they spread through South America at a pace of nearly 200 miles a year. They reached Central America, crossed into Mexico, and entered the United States in 1990. Texas was first, then Arizona, New Mexico, California, Nevada, and Florida. Every year they adapt to new climates, pushing farther into regions once thought too cold for them. Number 11. Dangerous, yet still honey makers. Here's the paradox. Africanized bees can be excellent honey producers. In some regions, beekeepers who know how to handle them work at dawn or dusk, wearing heavy protective gear, using smoke to calm their aggression. Handled correctly, they are not just a threat, they are a resource. But make one wrong move, and they remind you why they earned their name. Number 12. A lesson in respect, not hatred. The term killer bee paints them as villains, but to themselves they are heroes, defenders of the innocent, soldiers of the hive. They do not kill for pleasure, they kill for protection. They live by the oldest law in nature: protect your family at all costs. They are not evil, they are a mirror of nature's raw, unapologetic truth. Survival is beautiful and dangerous. The killer bee is not a monster. It is a mother, a sister, a worker fighting for the only home it knows. It does not kill because it's cruel. It kills because it must. In its world, hesitation is extinction. We gave them their name. We gave them their chance to spread. But we must also give them our respect. For in their relentless defense there is a lesson that survival is never gentle, but it is always beautiful. And if you ever hear that rising hum, remember, you are not hearing anger. You are hearing the heartbeat of the hive.